DJ, what you doing? What you doing? Checking everything out? Morning, everybody. Jason, Hollis Farms. Boy, it has warmed up. Got a southwest wind, which is kind of odd, pretty odd this time of year. Southeast has not been odd, so we're learning to deal with that. But I am working on some stuff this right now before I go hunting. I'm gonna go bow hunting this evening, and I'm trying to get everything just back down super light, and I'm fixing to work on that here in just a minute. I'm not late, but I'm not real early. Just hot and kind of not in the mood, so I thought it'd be a good time to kind of work on my setup a little bit, and always tuning on that and play with that a little bit. So I'm gonna get all this stuff together, and we'll go see if we can't at least see a deer. All right, y'all, I'm headed in. Hearing a little noise. Just about to get this thing organized. I done got down light. I have to show y'all one day. I got a little something. That bino harness is pretty much my pack. I'm finna get this thing figured out. It's hot, but now's a good time. I guess the next lightest thing I'd do is if I went from a compound back to the recurve. That's a thought too, so I'm gonna keep tuning on it. I could use a smaller camera, but I want to make sure I got a good one. All right, y'all, I'm locked and loaded. I'm on the deer over here. I'm on the opposite end of this long lane where Cody killed the Magnum 8 and I killed the wide 8-point with no brow tine. And we filmed that big 10. I'm on the opposite end because the wind's out of the south. Wind's kind of swirling. Just hoping we don't get busted, but I'm 2 sticks high, about 10 feet. Pretty comfortable, took my time. We done got the light, we about to get right. Alright, I'm tight in there. I got good cover right in front of me. I don't have any back this way, but I'm hoping they don't come. I'm thinking all the deer's gonna come from my right. If they come from this way, they busted me anyway because the wind. Just nice to be back up here with a bow. We'll probably see something about 80 yards. We need a rifle, but that's okay too. This is gonna be fun. Still working on my setup. Always working on my setup. Alright, got a little action. I guess that's probably 300. There's the legs of that stand we've been being in. I saw some chasing a while ago. Must be a buck in there somewhere. I didn't bring my binoculars. That may have been a little bug. They walking straight this way, a long way. Not to be still. Gonna be looking right at me when they come up there. right there is so much fun having them deer right up under you. They was 12, 15 yards. That little buck come through. That is fun right there. We still got about 30 more minutes. I think, yeah, they both bucks. That's a pretty good deer right there. That may be that big 10 point. Golly. My wind has done swirled too. I believe that is that big 10 point, ain't it? I can't be steady on this camera arm. I'm messing myself up. Can't hold it steady. Y'all bear with me. Dadgum. No, I believe that's a big 8 point. Body's pretty small, but boy, he's got aqua rack. God, he looks so big from behind. He may be a 10, I ain't sure. No, but it's a big 8. He looks good though, don't he? Another bug. Boy, Doe ain't got a chance to come out in the field with all these bugs. I'm not sure I've seen that buck. So hard to tell from just looking at this camera. And so far away. I believe it's just a 8 point. Whew, we got a set, don't he? Pretty. These mosquitoes are tearing me up. Supposed to be cold. I wish he'd walk down there. Dang, thermals started dropping in my, I feel it hit me in the back of my head, back of my neck. Just going straight to him now. That old doe stopped like she hit a brick wall. It's hard to get the wind right and them thermals right early in the afternoon. It's tough. She about saw me swatting mosquitoes too. That's tough too. Awful. Dang mosquitoes, that's that big deer, I think. Dadgum mosquitoes. right, y'all, I am on my way in. Had a fun hunt this afternoon. Y'all have heard me say it before. I love to be in a tree like that. I love bow hunting. Don't mind sitting in a tree with a rifle. I had a super hunt to be so hot and fighting mosquitoes. Y'all probably heard me blowing and scratching and carrying on. Man, they was rough this evening, but saw a bunch of deer, had several deer within 20, several within 15. That's just, it don't matter if it's a doe, a little buck, or what. They get in there close like that. That is fun, fun, fun. I am super happy to be able to climb back up in a tree. I carried 2 sticks with me, and it's my short double sticks. They're shorter than the other ones. In my stand, I got everything about as light as I can go. Didn't hardly carry anything, didn't carry any binoculars, just using my camera basically as my binoculars. I put everything as I did carry a rangefinder. Not much at all, and I put all that in my bino harness. So getting lighter, the only thing I can go lighter with is this camera that I'm using, but I'm not gonna do that unless I get in tight in the woods or in a thicket where my other camera, my G7X or whatever it is, I think's what it is, it'll be fine and dandy. Audio's great. That camera's really good out to about 100 yards, and it is small. So I made me a note. I got another little camera head that I got for it last year to go on my camera arm that I was putting this camera on, but I put my remote and all on this. That's the only thing that's a little heavy and a little bulky. So to get lighter when we start, whether it be early season where there's so much foliage where you can't see anyway unless you're on a field, or in the woods in these pine thickets or whatever, I can get my little camera out and be that much lighter. But I did notice going in there light as I am with them 2, I could stand one more stick toting it, but not having that heavy backpack and all the crap in it that I don't use, and the backpack being heavier to start with, it don't hurt me right now going in. We hope by next year we don't have to worry about all this, but I still want to be light anyway. So we're gonna kind of tune on that the rest of the year. May shoot some does with my bow. I almost shot that first one that come up there. It was a big old heifer, but I don't know. I was just enjoying watching, I guess, or waiting on a big one. But I may shoot a few through the rest of the year just to kind of study on them and look on them. It never hurts to shoot a few. We by far don't have too many, but I don't want to let it get out of control. But man, that's just fun. See, and it's fun hunting low, but boy, it's tricky doing that camera stuff when you low, got to fool with the camera and then get your bow. So still tuning on that. I got my bow holder deal on my stand now instead of having a hanger behind me, and I don't want one of them long things that you screw in. I mean, they're nice and all, that's one less thing I got to tote. It's already mounted on my stand. So getting tuned, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. There's gonna be a situation where I want to use the saddle, but I grew up hunting out of a lock-on, hang-on, used the lock-on brand for a long time, lock-on windwalker and tree spikes, but I just think I know I'm more still sitting in a hang-on versus sitting in the saddle. When you're sitting in that saddle and you kind of can swing, I don't know, I'm more still in the hang-on stand. Not saying I won't use the saddle any. When I go video Cody and have to sit in the same tree, the saddle really works good for video. And so, but anyway, just super excited and blessed to be able to get back in the tree. I'm trying not to mention this much because I know y'all get tired of it. I think we're on about 9 weeks on the surgery, something like that, and able to climb a tree and bow hunt. Very blessed, very happy. So not saying I don't get a little sore, but been using a lot of ice, and I've been sleeping on a heating pad. Well, I'm gonna tell you, the ice does good, but man, that heating pad. I had a rough night last night, and I know there's gonna be days like that. Boy, sometimes my neck bothers me too, but we still getting over all that. You know, we've had a lot going on through the fall and coming in here to the winter. So, but I'm very pleased, very happy. Very happy with the deer season, but we could just quit right now. We done had one. Me and Cody both have had a heck of a season. Cody's got what, 3 good ones, and I got basically 2 good ones, one monster and then that wide thing. Oh man, we've had a heck of a season. I still got a couple more I want to really lay. We still got the split brow tine. That joker, he's done went underground, boy. But anyway, got another one I'd like to lay my eyes on that we might work on. I'm not sure yet. It's later in the season. I'm gonna be and I feel like they're gonna make it, and I think they might get bigger next year. Some of these that's kind of on the hit list may come off the hit list for me, but we'll just have to try to lay our eyes on them and see how that goes. But just having a fun, super season. I'm gonna try to get in the tree quite a bit and keep tuning on my setup, because when something happens and a big one comes in there, we got to be ready, because it's been a long time since that's another reason I need to shoot some does, because it's been a long time since I've killed a deer with a bow and sitting in this stand like that. So I got I did it last year, but I need to get back in the groove. But anyway, quit rambling. I'm on the way to the house here on the side of the road. Oh, good afternoon. There's another. Good afternoon. Appreciate y'all watching. There's another one out of here. Oh man, my hat fell.